Major developments out of Queen's Park. Premier Doug Ford shaking up his cabinet tonight after the resignation of Housing Minister Steve Clark. His departure triggered by weeks of controversy surrounding the Greenbelt land swap. Sean O'Shea joins us live with more on this developing story. Hi, Sean.
Hi, Anthony. We're far from Queen's Park. We're up here in Markham at Karma Farms, which is on the Greenbelt. This is the new housing minister's riding. Paul Calandra, the MPP for Markham-Stouffville, is from here. He was given the housing minister's job late this afternoon as part of a mini cabinet shuffle that followed the news that Steve Clark is out. In the protected areas of Ontario's Greenbelt, many have strong feelings about how politicians have allowed developers to get hold of some of the province's prized lands. Do you think it should be rolled back?
100%, without a doubt. And I think people should be put in jail.
I regret that I didn't provide the sufficient oversight.
Just days after Ontario Housing Minister Steve Clark apologized but vowed to stay on as the Greenbelt scandal widens, Clark announced he's resigned, writing that the job demands someone who is not a distraction.
Let's recall the legislature tomorrow so we can get to work returning the land to the Greenbelt.
It's an issue of ethics, of principles, of morality, which have all been blatantly and clearly breached.
Ontario's Auditor General reported that the government presided over a biased process that favored a few developers, swapping land out of the Greenbelt to their benefit, finding that the prized Greenbelt lands weren't needed for the province to meet its housing goals. Last month, the Integrity Commissioner found Clark had not done his job, overseeing his chief of staff, put in charge by the Premier's office to make those deals.
We need to have a full independent public inquiry because the people of Ontario deserve honest answers.
With Clark out, Premier Ford is now the main target.
I want him to be truly transparent and accountable here, right? That his work is the work of the people of this province. They have lost trust in their government.
Many visiting this Greenbelt farm in Markham say it's vital to keep lands intact.
We need a place to grow, to learn, even for our future kids.
Future children are just going to know technology, and seeing a cow or a sheep or a goat on an iPad is not enough.
Preserving protected lands and paying attention to politicians who make deals that would allow the farmland to go away.
People need to be keeping tabs because not only is this go to the ethics of our leaders, but also, again, what we want for our future.
Again, Paul Calandra is the new housing minister. Now, Doug Ford thanked Steve Clark on social media for his years of service. We're told by multiple sources that he also thanked him strenuously in an emergency caucus meeting here today. We know from past political resignations that just because somebody is out for one reason doesn't mean that they don't come back as a minister down the road. But one thing that Steve Clark's resignation in this case does not quell is the effort to keep this fight alive and keep the push on to get to the bottom of those Greenbelt land deals up here. Anthony.
Yeah, you raise a good point. This story is not going away anytime soon. Sean, thank you so much for the update.